everyone, what is up? It's Lupe again. Thanks for returning to my YouTube channel. I love that people are subscribing to my channel, so if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. If this video is something to your liking, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. So today I'm wearing a sweater because it's not that cold, but I'm pretty tired after a long day of work, and I just took a shower, so I got really cold. And it was 34 degrees last night here in Las Vegas, so it got pretty cold and I didn't want to crank up the heater yet, so I'm wearing a snug little sweater. Anyway, getting to my video. So today I am talking about fear. Why fear? Because it is a constant thing that we encounter throughout our life. So fear isn't a one chapter thing. It's like every page in our life book, fear arises. And I'm here to tell you that that is okay. It's okay for fear to spring up, especially when you're growing, especially after starting something new, especially after you are becoming more aware of yourself and of your thoughts. So I'm here to tell you that it's perfectly fine to feel fear and do it anyway. So there's a couple books out there with that kind of like a slogan, but a lot of people kind of feel hesitant maybe about doing it anyway. So I will tell you from a personal experience that whenever I expand myself in any way that is different, from maybe going to a new restaurant all by myself, or expanding my money blueprint, or going to seminars by myself, or making new friends, or starting a business, all these things that really stretch you actually bring up fear. And many times it's just like more of a hesitation, or it could show up as procrastination. And I know because I used to be one of the worst procrastinators ever, right? And so I've been really becoming more aware of my thoughts and actually going through my thoughts and being more cautious of what I allow in my mind. So if you know who Mel Robbins is, great. If you don't know, you can actually Google her, but it'd be best if you actually check her out on Instagram. She does so many stories. She goes live all the time and she posts really great stuff. And most of the time it has to do with fear. And one thing that I learned from Mel Robbins when I saw her live, I got to see her in this event called Powerful You in Salt Lake City in Utah last November. And I thought it was so great. Oh my God, it's almost a year ago. Yeah, it's just around the corner. Like, from a year ago that I saw her. She is amazing. She is a phenomenal speaker, and she actually speaks from experience how crippling fear can be. She actually became an alcoholic. She almost lost her marriage. So much stuff. She was not working. She was actually she was day drinking and just boozing it up and things, and she was not living a fulfilling life. She felt like something else had to give, so one day, while she was really at her rock bottom in life, she said that she got this idea from something that came on the TV, like a rocket or something. And when they count down, then the rocket has to propel, it has to go, right? So she felt like, wow, how can I like internalize this? And she said that she was drinking like 4 Manhattans or something like that. And so it could have been the booze talking, but she said it was so profound that after that, like, she started actually waking up early in the morning, and she started to change her life around, and she stopped abusing alcohol, and her relationship got better and improved. And then she started doing all kinds of different things, all because of the 5-second rule. And the 5-second rule is not like when you drop your food and you have 5 seconds to pick it up. She even says that's hilarious. But the 5-second rule has to do with counting down from 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then by using that, there's actually science behind it that whenever you are having any kind of fear thought, you interrupt it. How do you interrupt it? Well, say you're thinking of some kind of goal that you're setting for yourself, and you see that goal as being an obstacle. It's just so big, it's so daunting that you're like, oh, I don't know. It's not for me. I don't think I can do that. Somebody else is probably going to get picked. Why would I get picked? I'm not even good enough. Like, I'm not worthy for that position, and like so on and so forth. And you have all these limiting beliefs and negative thought vomit that's just like playing on loop in your head. Anyway, so when you notice that happening, interrupt it. How? By using the 5-second rule. So while all these ideas of, I'm not enough and self-limiting beliefs are on automatic and you are aware and you realize, you just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just like that, and it'll interrupt your thought pattern. And there is science behind that, and you can totally look it up, and she also talks about it in her book. So check out Mel Robbins, and that will totally help you with limiting beliefs. And it's not just to interrupt the pattern of thought, but it's to interrupt it and then. So interrupt the pattern that you're having of negative self-loathing, and then you actually do it. So say you're making a phone call and it's really important business call, or something that's dramatically going to change your life, and you're like, how am I going to do this? This call is so scary. Well, cut it. Do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pick up the phone and start dialing. Why? Because it's going to be scary, but you're going to do it anyway. One thing Mel Robbins is known for is to be afraid and still get on stage, to be afraid and still go through with large projects that scare the hell out of her, but they're so important, and she knows the impact that they will have on other people. And so she focuses on the benefit versus the fear. So for instance, recently I started a business, right? And so this business is not hard, but it's different. So in the very beginning, I was so excited and I signed up for this project, and I'm like, okay, so now I have my business. What do I do? So, okay, there's an action plan. I know exactly what to do. I know how to do it, but what's stopping me is fear. And I'm just like, well, I can stick to that story and stay scared and do nothing and just be paralyzed and freeze, and not live my best life. Or I can feel the fear, interrupt it, and then do it anyway. Why? Because the value I'm going to get in exchange for me doing the work that is not necessarily scary, it's just different. So my mind actually believes that I'm in some kind of danger because it's not my safe comfort zone. Then in that case, like, I can actually push myself through the fear and get it done. Just get it done. And I focus on the value and the benefit of doing the work, making the phone call, emailing people back that I feel kind of like hesitant to message back. Either there's some type of emotion that it triggers within me, like, oh, this person's such a professional at their business. Like, how do I message them? How do I email them back? Like, am I even doing this right? You know, it's just a freaking phone call. It's just a text message, or it's just an email. Just do it. You can't live afraid, because then you won't live your highest calling. You won't be of service to others. And I really, truly believe that when we are in service to others, we don't focus on our pain, we don't focus on our fears, and we don't sure as hell focus on what's stopping us. We focus on adding value to people while we're thinking, how can I be of service? You know, how can I be of service with my business? How can I serve others? How can I improve people's lives? And then the fear just kind of fizzles away. So if you're stuck in fear, do the 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interrupt that pattern, that thought of negativity, or that also another thing. It's not just for negative thoughts, but it's also for procrastination. But procrastination is actually derived from fear. So there's also failure to thrive, or failure to fail. I mean, yeah, the fear of failing and the fear of thriving, actually, all of it is just fear. And that's why we procrastinate, because we're either afraid of shining and being ourselves and living in our higher selves and being seen. That could be scary too. So when you're doing that, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, interrupt it and do it anyway. Another thing this 5-second rule works for so much is waking up in the morning. And that is so crazy, because a lot of people don't associate waking up in the morning with fear. But also sometimes when we're so stressed out at work, we're actually feeling some type of fear, a hesitation, because we are reluctant to going to work to see that supervisor or that coworker, or dreading the day because of our workload. That is fear. It's all derived from fear. So use the 5-second rule. Even use it for the morning when you're trying to wake up. Stop snoozing. That is procrastination. And what did I just share with you? Procrastination comes from fear. So to alleviate that, use the 5-second rule that I shared. If this massively helped you, please like this video. I like to make videos that are insightful but also have some fun in it. So engagement is pretty fun to me. So if this helped you, please share the video with somebody else. And because you know everybody has fear, so if it'll help somebody else, please share it. And remember to subscribe, hit the little bell. And thanks again for watching. My name is Lupe, and hang on tight. I will add something the next coming Wednesday. So I'm gonna see you Wednesday. So make sure you hit the bell. I can keep talking forever, but I really want you to come back. So I'll talk to you then.